So I grew up in Gurnee, actually, with my older brother John and my parents, and we still live in Gurnee now. And I grew up playing team sports, baseball, basketball, soccer, football. Those were my kind of loves, and did it all day, every day. And I didn't really get into golf until high school. Just kind of went out on a limb and made the freshman team with some buddies from my basketball team, and that's when I kind of got serious about it. But I had played a little bit here and there in the past with my dad and my brother, and actually worked at Bittersweet as a cart kid, so I was always around golf, but I never took it seriously because my love was basketball and football and all those other sports. So took it serious in freshman year, and then just kind of slowly progressed, very slowly, into now. I was going to attend Northern Illinois University with some buddies, but on a whim, a different friend convinced me to go to this golf management school called Professional Golfers Career College. So my parents, God bless them, they supported me, and I jumped out there with another buddy and lived in California 2 years, and it was really kind of neat because it made me grow up really fast. There was no dorms, there was no cafeteria, I had to get a job, I had to go to class every day, so it was really kind of an eye-opener, and being on my own was really great. So I learned the business, and I kind of learned how to grow up at the same time at 19, 20 years old. When I was in my last semester there, one of the classes was called job placement, and I called the Merit Club because it was the closest private club to my house. And I started as an intern, and Don Pieper hired me, and it was such a great place, I just couldn't leave. I went from intern to second assistant to first assistant to eventually I was there 12 years, and I was kind of Don's right-hand man, running the operations with him. And I never would have left, but eventually I take new opportunities and some risks, so I took the job at Camper Lakes as the head pro. So Don supported me the whole way, and it was really nice to be part of his staff. 2015 was an interesting year. I won 2 majors. I played pretty well in the stroke plays. I was top 10 in 3 of them, so I thought I had a pretty great year. However, I didn't play in 2 majors because of a work outing and a Scotland trip. And Brian Brodell, who had won Player of the Year, just so happened to finish 3rd and 10th in those 2 I missed. So he took advantage of his opportunities, right? And he also took 2nd to me in the match play. So he had 3 top 10s in majors. So the points worked out the way it did, and he nipped me by a couple. But it really opened my eyes to let me know you can't win Player of the Year unless you play in every event. And I didn't have that opportunity at Merit. I played in 90% of them, but in order for me to win, I had to play in them all. So I wasn't upset at Brian. He earned it because he took 3rd in the last term of the year to take that from me, right? So he earned it. I didn't really lose it, right? So it was a good experience, and it made me work a little bit harder the next year. So in 16, I had a pretty good year. But that was the year Travis Johns won, if you remember, and there's no questions that he was Player of the Year. He took top 3 in 3 of the 4 majors. So I took 4th in Player of the Year honors, so I was pretty happy with my performance. So I was on the right track. I had still missed the Illinois Open, and I still missed the stroke play. So I knew that if I just played in them all, I would have a chance. I wasn't a guarantee, but I have a chance. And then in 2017, I took a new job at Camper Lakes, and one thing that my boss and I talked about was, I want to try to play in everything this year. So John Hosselin, our general manager, was super supportive, just like my old boss Don was, and I played in everything. And I almost didn't win Player of the Year because of the great year Adam Schumacher had. But I won 2 majors, I won 2 stroke plays, so I really had a great year, and I played in everything, and it worked out, luckily for me.
I actually teased him about it a little bit, going through the hiring process, kind of told him, if you get the job, you got to win the match play. And then even after I hired him, I'm like, you got to win the match play. You need to be out there playing and practicing. The members were very proud to have their pro win. Was great. And they also kind of knew Jim, right? Because he'd also won in 2015 when he won at Medina as well in the fall. So coming in, there was some hype, and he delivered. It was great.
The match play is coming up in a few weeks, and I'm the defending champion and the number 1 seed, so that's a big deal for me. And last year was really nice. I was the new head pro. I didn't know many of the members, but they all came out and supported me, so that was kind of a big cheerleading squad I had. That kind of led me to some success, and I won last year, luckily, over Danny Mulhern, who's a great guy. So my goals I have some expectations to play well here because it's my home course, and I'll have a lot of support, and I kind of know the place a little better now than last year. So I have expectations. You never expect to win anything, but my goal is just to play well. If I run into a stud like Adam or Curtis, it's a coin flip on those matches, but if I can just play well, I can get to the end, and then it's all, gloves are off for that, so it's great.
I'm very happy with Jim because he does the operational things at a high level, and then he plays at a high level as well. So he's a total package.
Well, yeah, golf's a humbling game. You know, the greatest athlete of all time, Michael Jordan, can't break par. You think he'd be the greatest golfer in the world because he's the greatest athlete in the world, right? So it's such a humbling game, and the handicaps make everything fair. So it's really amazing. I've played with PGA Tour players, NBA Hall of Famers, and now NFL Hall of Famers. So I've seen my fair share of athletes, and it's amazing how golf can humble even the greatest.